We've been ready. Here we go. Hey, everybody! Welcome back to another power trip.
This is a short but sweet one. So.
Short but sweet. We're doing an unboxing! So,
a little late, but...
It's a little later, unfortunately.
It's a week and a day, but...
We'll call it that.
Yes. So Kevin bought another collector's edition. If you've listened to our Power Trip Gaming Powercast in the latest episode, Borderlands 3 came out last week. He didn't get his box until later.
GameStop screwed me over once again. I paid for day one shipping, and I didn't get it till Monday.
That's why I have to order it and then pick it up.
Fucking GameStop.
I'm lazy.
Well, we know that.
So, don't worry, I've been getting yelled at by other GameStop employees.
I'm glad you should be.
Yes, in case no one's noticed, Paul is not here because Paul knows jack shit about Borderlands and he add nothing to the conversation. Much like he did when Darksiders, when we did that unboxing. And any other unboxing that we did.
Or any game we play.
Or any game we play.
Not shocked by it.
He's useless!
Why do we keep him around? Oh yeah, the collection's his.
The collection. Yeah, it's mostly his. But instead, I substituted him for my older brother, Adam.
Hey.
He plays Borderlands with us, and he plays games with us online all the fucking time. So I figured, why not? Put him on here, he could actually add something to the fucking conversation. So here we go. So,
start with the Steelbook.
yes. So we did, as I mentioned, it's Borderlands 3. It comes with a cool fucking steelbook thing.
With Jesus
A
Bandit.
little Jesus Bandit on there. I don't think there's anything inside.
No,
No.
just the disc and
Just the disc
And the
and the
content
stuff and the
whatnot.
content and
the DLC.
Ignore the fact that he has the shroud on upside down.
Well,
He might not show the shroud.
We're just...
But this box,
It's massive.
So
It's-
actually,
it's-
the shroud itself has some like really nice artwork on it.
is
I don't know
really
how
nice.
much it'll pick up.
Yeah, it's really cool. Actually, I really like the artwork on here. Yeah, make some mayhem. But there you go. I actually don't think this box is as big as the Darksiders one.
No, but it is heavier.
This box is heavy as fuck. This
20
is,
pounds. It's like 19.9 something pounds.
Yes, this is a big a big baby.
Although this is by far the best artwork I've seen on one of these boxes to date.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it looks amazing.
I'm actually contemplating cutting this box apart and framing the sides. And
That
then
would be really
hanging
cool,
it up as like a
actually,
collage because it'd be like it'd look really cool.
Well, it's perfect because they just do everything's all the children of the vault.
And it's like that's
That's
like
the best
that
artwork
street
in the
art
game
style
right now,
sort
yeah.
of. But yeah, I don't. This box is
like,
just
this is gonna be heavy.
so.
So there's some really cool stuff like things they have on there. There's the bandit again. And can't. Oh my god, I'm too weak. Where's Paul when I need him? They got the two twin gods on there. I don't know. Spoilers, not really. That's the Tyrene and Troy. And little Children of the Vault symbol. They got some propaganda on there and other cool things like that. So it's a really fascinating box, and it's pretty well constructed actually.
Yeah.
Fucking pillow. But inside is all the good stuff.
This is what we came here to see.
This is why we came. I just turned my PS3 on.
I was like, what?
I'll get to that later. Jesus Christ! It even comes with instructions on how to open it.
Yeah, basically.
You mean it just doesn't open by itself?
Yeah.
Things don't shower out of it?
There's no loot explosions.
God damn it.
That is cool.
right.
Holy shit!
So yeah, here's
Get the instructions out of the box, Adam. There's like locks and everything.
There's
in
locks
there.
and everything.
Uh,
Yes, the instructions of all 4 damn steps. Good
That's-
job, you idiot.
That is pretty
Oh,
cool,
jeez.
actually.
So
It's
here's
even got a
the-
code thing. Wow, that's really neat.
so it's designed like it's like a little speaker.
I was gonna say, that actually looks
Yeah.
really freaking cool.
So
That's really cool.
Do all those buttons work too?
no, unfortunately,
No.
they're all decoration, but
Aw.
it's well constructed.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's not just like other than these like the fins
Oh, yeah,
here.
the switches aren't really.
So
Oh, it does like a speaker. Yeah, I see. what
Do
you
you
mean.
remember? I know this is like probably one of the bigger boxes, like the Darksiders 3 box when you did it was cool.
Mhm.
Did you ever see the Steel Battalion back in the day?
that
With
giant
the
controller.
Xbox?
Yeah.
The entire box was the controller. I rented that out when I worked at GameStop
Oh my god.
because we had a pre-owned one, God forbid, and that thing, just setting it up was like a freaking half hour.
Oh
But
yeah.
that box was at least maybe
Yeah.
almost twice the size of this.
That's kind of a cool thing right there.
Oh,
Yeah, the
shit.
top kind of swivels open. It'll actually open more once I get stuff out of the way. So
Is this all stuff you can actually just like kind of like set
Yeah, this is all
things.
like display stuff. So
Oh,
this
wow.
is a.
Jesus
This is where you can actually store the Steelbox edition,
Oh,
but
wow.
it's actually
That
this.
is really cool.
It's this like mural.
It's like the stained glass
Yeah.
like they have in the church in the game. That's really
Yeah.
cool looking.
So, and then the outside is that
Badass,
same
man.
street artwork from like the outside of the box.
It looks so beautiful, but that's the thing that houses the
Yeah.
steelbook. That just looks so
It's
damn
hilarious.
weird.
Well, and the funny thing is, like when I was looking for my steelbook like
Looking
copy,
for it, and you're like,
so
what the
I
hell is
opened this and I'm like, oh, okay. So they put the game here. And they're like, oh wait, no, they didn't. So I'm looking. I'm like, where is the steelbook
It was
edition?
inside there. Jesus.
No, it was actually underneath all of the shit in the box.
But that's just a thing to store.
This is just a thing to put the disc, like the case in.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
really neat.
But I mean, it'll probably end up being displayed on a shelf somewhere for
Oh,
me.
yeah.
I mean, granted, I still have to get a bigger shelf at this point because
Oh yeah, you have so many collector's things. You have the Infinity Stones. You have the stuff from
Was that the
Well,
one
that
from
was- that was from
MVC3?
MVC
or MC
Ultimate.
Infinite? Yeah.
Infinite. I'm sorry.
So these. Let's see. Where's your knife? Is the knife over there?
Yeah, there should be a blue knife over there. There
One
we
of the days
go.
when I don't bring my Swiss Army
A
knife.
blue foldy knife.
Well, I stopped carrying my knife.
It's not the sharpest knife.
I don't care.
No. Can't really carry that stuff in Amazon either.
No. But yeah, this so far we've been enjoying the game very thoroughly. Of
Yes.
course, in the week that's passed, Kevin's beat it.
Less than 48 hours.
Less than 48. The guy's a freak. He plays a lot. I still have not beaten it. I'm not very far at all.
I have no social life, so.
I'm halfway through, but
So these are the different vault keys you find in the game.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
They're like little keystone or little key rings.
Yeah. So
would never.
I mean, I will.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta say this right now. From this point, like these
Very
and this
cool.
point forward,
Everything's
there's spoilers. This box is full of nothing but
It's
spoilers.
like the Spider-Man.
Well, there you go. Spoiler alert, anybody. Turn it off if you don't want to see spoilers.
Are
So
you still on? Good.
I might have to leave.
I'll probably forget this when I get home. So
God damn it,
Don't you hate that?
bends over at the last fucking second.
Yeah.
So this
Jesus.
10
Oh,
minifigs
shit.
from like all the main the main characters.
Good morning. Contents may be awesome. So yeah, it's got the figures of all like the main characters that have been in the games. Who do we got here? Well, there's Troy.
Should have the
There's
the
Lilith.
Calypso
There's
twins.
Moxie.
Yeah.
Ellie.
And then
Oh, who
the
that
4
is.
vault hunters.
Oh, that must be Zane. Claptrap, Flack. Yep, and then Tyrene and Mose. That's really neat.
oh wow,
Now this
that is pretty damn
actually,
cool.
These,
Yeah, about to say.
these have to come out.
Oh what the hell?
Sanctuary 1/200th scale.
But it's question mark because
That's
you don't
funny.
know.
We don't.
Yeah.
So it's actually a model
It's a model of the ship,
ship.
that you're in the game.
So,
That's really neat.
and
Actual model like you build.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
old school
Oh,
like
sh-
snap together models.
Oh really?
Yeah. So
Now I feel bad. I really should have bought this.
It was not cheap.
Oh,
It was,
like
this
200
diamond
how
loot
much?
box,
250. 250. Yeah.
that's expensive for a
I wanted to
collector's
get that
edition.
one, and then even like my wife was like, "How come you didn't get this one?" I'm like, "I couldn't get it. They
Yeah.
sold out right away."
Wow, that's. I literally got mine the day it was announced, and by the end of the day, I think they were sold out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And it wasn't
Now-
only a GameStop exclusive?
Yeah.
yeah.
There might have been some through Gearbox's store, but
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Which doesn't shock me,
but like, I think there's been talks of doing a second wave of these
Really?
because the demand has been so high. They said they were considering it.
I'd do it just for that.
Right?
I don't care. $250, take my money.
So this is actually it's cloth.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a nice like heavy duty cloth map of the Borderlands solar system.
That's cool.
I think
That
there's
is awesome.
That really is cloth.
Yes, it is.
I think there's spoilers on this thing.
I
Is it
don't
all
see
the
it.
planets?
I just see all the
Athena's,
planets. and
Promethea, Pandora. I don't see the other side. Ugh. The
noodles
Iridian
to die
Rift,
for.
Eden 6, yeah.
Almost
That's
died there.
awesome.
The fucking game is so silly.
All right, let's slide that back in there.
Yeah, I'll give it a
So
shot.
those games have always been silly. That's nothing.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's this.
What the hell?
Confidential. Torg's package delivery.
It was sent
That's
to Tannis.
hilarious. Huh?
It was sent to Tannis.
Oh God.
I'm assuming that's a spoiler of some sort.
I think everything in this is a spoiler.
Pretty
That's
much.
why it says confidential on it.
Yeah, this is why they didn't show this off when they showed their unboxing of what's in here.
Oh, that's cool though.
So I'm fairly, because they didn't even hint that this was in there. So I don't know
Really?
what's in this.
So there's just some big confidential folder in there that has a lot of information.
It's addressed.
don't know yet.
It's addressed to Tannis. So
So maybe it's more vault shit. It's got 1 day
Intergalactic.
1 day intersystem guaranteed.
galactic rates don't
Yeah.
apply.
Oh look, it's gonna be Amazon soon.
So, and it's apparently by type into Leon,
Oh, De Leon, yeah.
the first Vault
That's
Hunter.
awesome.
So
Creepy guy.
I was about to say you almost feel bad kind of tearing that label. Oh, you don't have to.
Oh shit! Oh, that was the easiest label I've ever seen.
Oh, okay. And it
they
folds open.
they
That's nice.
they probably designed it that way.
Oh my god.
So, cards.
My guess is pictures.
Oh, that is neat. Those are beautiful.
Holy shit, these
Wow.
are gorgeous.
They're like really well
Character
done,
portraits.
like character portraits. These look really amazing.
Kidding?
Yeah, these
Jesus.
these I've got a frame.
Please tell me they have this on the store to buy.
These are fucking gorgeous.
That is
Like
cool.
there's Flack. The first one was Zane. This
First one was Zane, yeah.
Then we got Flack.
Next one's Moe's, and that one looks really cool.
Moe's.
That's really neat. That's really good quality
God
too.
damn it. More posters I gotta fucking get frames for. I gotta get a frame for the.
Sure.
You could dedicate pretty much an entire wall to this.
Well,
Good.
between all
Like this
my all the
box.
game maps and stuff I want to get framed, and like this shit, yeah.
Yeah, Amara.
Amara. These are like well done, like classy portraits,
Yeah, and then you got the twins.
Oh,
and then the Calypso
Right there.
twins.
Okay, that's my
Guess
second
not
favorite
spoilers.
One. Yeah, that's my second favorite one.
That's cool.
Moe's is my first one. I
Yeah.
like that one.
That's really cool.
Boy, that's a really.
Well, I said like, and they're not like cheap either.
no,
They're
like this is like high quality. Like
poster
yeah,
board.
poster board type stuff. Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
some cheap ass like folding map thing you used to get in like
I mean,
as a pack in.
That's really good.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
That's really
That's
neat.
that's worth it right there. Especially if you like stuff like that.
Like
oh,
I
see,
said,
and that's like.
Because I have like 40, 50 things I need to get
know what's
frames
sad?
for, and that's just horrible.
So I looked at it like before the game shipped. Just that box was going for 150.
I believe.
Just
With
the box
just
itself,
the just the
nothing.
loot chest with none of the other stuff.
Here, have this empty chest.
Pinch it for everything.
Yeah, don't do that.
my god.
Pinch the paper. Fucking hell.
Yeah, right. It's gonna
How dare you?
now. It's gonna be a fucking pain in the ass to get back in.
Isn't that with everything?
Yeah. I just don't want the. I don't care about the white paper. I'm just more worried about the
More
posters.
the posters, yeah.
Try to slide that bitch back in.
So,
But that's
I'd
really
say
cool.
definitely. To me, this one's definitely worth the 250.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
So like the amount of stuff you get is nice. Like, and it's stuff you don't normally see in collector's edition, like especially like this model.
Yeah.
And my guess is it probably has stickers and stuff inside of it for decals and.
Yeah. No, that's
It's just such a cool little case to store all this
And
in.
apparently it
Yeah.
has a scan me.
Oh yeah, it's got a QR code.
A
I wonder what
QR
that's
code
for.
on I don't know.
My phone's over there.
My
Otherwise,
phone's
like-
on me. I just don't really feel like.
Suppose I
grabbing
could try it.
it.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Most phones have a built-in QR right here.
Most of them do. I just.
Open gearboxloot.com and sure. Why not?
Oh, I wonder if it's for their VIP reward system.
Oh, was it?
Let's see.
Should I have
Yeah,
that?
that's fine. Yeah, it kind of just
Or does it bring you to the
brings you to the gearboxloot.com.
Oh, okay, so
so
their
they're stored
merchandise.
Yeah.
Can you get those posters from there? Or is
I
that
don't know.
just the thing?
That's a good
Because, dude,
question.
I'd almost buy it just for the damn posters.
Yeah, those I can't wait to put those things up on the wall.
Shots. I would love to see them do something like that with the other Borderlands games.
I would love to see the all 8. Oh no, it'd be 10 Vault Hunters at this point.
Absolutely.
Because there's the first from the 4 from
First
the
four
first,
from the
the
first.
second 4, and then Gage and Creek.
I mean, I'd like to see them do the pre-sequel, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, the Baroness was really cool.
I love the gunslinger. I thought the gunslinger was awesome.
Oh yeah.
The marshal that you killed in Borderlands 2?
Yeah.
Because that's who she was.
Well,
Yeah.
the Gladiator was the one with you can throw the
Athena?
shield, Captain America.
Yeah,
Just essentially hold it, let it charge up, then throw it at somebody.
Yeah,
I mean that was always cool to use as well. And then Claptrap, because everybody hated him. That was the first character, and I just loved how it went. Hey, do you want to play this character? Yes.
It wasn't
Are
so
you
much-
sure you want to play this character? I chose it. Yes. He really sucks.
And
I'm
he
fine with
actually-
it. Yes.
He really does. He's got the worst abilities in the game.
Yes,
Because,
but
like,
then,
they're random.
well, yeah, but
I
no
suppose-
oxygen.
I suppose his big draw was, you didn't need any
Didn't
of
need
the
any of
oxygen,
the oxygen
stuff.
thing. So even I was like, okay, this seems weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, like, his skills in that, in the pre-sequel.
Well, I think that was the joke.
Yeah,
Because everybody said he was useless.
I think they released him as one of those, well, you guys said you wanted him, so...
Oh, yeah. You want him? Are
we
you
did
sure?
what we did.
Well, I just
so.
love how they said, you know he sucks. I'm like,
So-
that's the whole point.
Honestly, as far as 3 goes, I really enjoy the story. I don't have an issue with the Calypso twins that everyone else seems to have.
What's everybody's issue?
What's their hubbub?
It's basically, they're not Jack.
Who gives a
Oh.
damn? Jack's dead.
Handsome Jack was, I thought, kind of a stupid antagonist.
Well, and,
thing.
like, to me, they fill the same archetypes. The only difference is they're doing a different style joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're the same egomaniacal, we're the best, we're a god, you worship me, I'm doing everything I'm doing, we're the good guys, you're the bad guys.
Well,
It's the same shtick.
I like how they use the whole social media thing.
Yeah, they're
Like,
making
it feels very, like, current.
it makes fun of,
with
like,
that.
streamers
Oh,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. Yeah, so I think, Jack was a good, like, make fun of, like, corporate CEOs. They're a good, like, nudge at, like streamers and stuff like that, so...
Well, even the pre-sequel, like, they made Jack kind of sympathetic for a little bit, and then you kind of see where it all...
But even then,
Even
Jack
goes
is, like,
down.
even with everything that happened, I have absolutely no sympathy for Jack.
Oh, no, I like killing him.
The dude is just an asshole through and through. There is no, like... Everything that he did for the good of something was still a complete fucking asshole thing.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
I
treated his own daughter like shit.
locked her up for
yeah.
her life. She was living in a chair in that fucking...
I mean, it was so much fun
Ooh.
killing it at the end of Borderlands 2, and then you shoot him, like...
Or if you
just for thing... Boom, boom, boom.
or if you wait long enough, Lilith does it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you stand around long enough, she'll phase lock his head or something like that.
Oh, that's funny.
She kills him, and then just loot goes
Lilith
everywhere.
is awesome.
But
God
as far as
damn it.
3 goes, like, the improvements of gameplay, much better.
Yeah.
Not having to pick up money and ammo.
All the quality of life stuff they put in there.
Climbing and sliding were good additions to the game.
I did like the mantling. That was actually a good call, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Being able to actually, like, climb over things was
Not trying
a
to
good
gauge
addition.
something. The platforming was a lot better.
Yeah, so that's nice. To be honest, there's not a single Vault Hunter I don't like in this one.
I'm inclined to agree, actually, because I'm usually not a huge...
Which is...
Like, I don't like the spy operative kind of character. Like, even in the
rogue.
first 2, I never played the soldier. I never played the what was Axton?
Axon was
They're-
the Gunzerker.
No,
Or
that's
not-
Sal.
No,
No,
that's
it's
Sal.
Roland and Axton are soldiers. They're turret
I
soldiers.
thought he had a different title than soldier. It was something else.
Crap, I can't remember.
Agent? No,
No.
that wasn't agent. I don't remember either, but I never played them because I did.
See, I played
Like,
Roland.
all they ever did, like, they were the same character.
Yeah,
they shot out a
I
turret.
played Roland the first time when I played the game, and
Yeah.
I was like, no.
I mean, this
Like, the
Scorpio
turret-
turret's
cool,
Honestly,
but-
the first game I broke is Roland because he had such like mods that gave him such high ammo regen that I had such
Right.
high rate of fire guns that I could fire all day and never run out of
Oh,
ammo.
yeah.
I would just have to reload when the clip is done. But by the time I ran out of one clip and reloaded, I already had all the ammo I spent back.
Well, that seems
Yeah.
like the gunner now for this one. Like the bottom one, like you can, I think for the bottomless mags tree,
Okay.
it's her last skill. You get like 5% of ammo regen,
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Nice.
so you can just keep regenning ammo every time.
Well, I know,
even
she has
even
stuff
one
where,
of her
like-
even one of her skills early on, like if you get a critical hit or whatever, it starts.
Well, I know she
they-
has stuff where explosions regen shit for
Yeah.
her too. So, but like even the first game, I
Yep.
didn't like Brick,
I didn't either.
but I like the way Amara's like melee and stuff is handled.
Yeah.
because a lot of hers really isn't
Just the
melee.
berserker punching.
Yeah, like Brick was stupid because all he did was get damage reduction. You go up and punch shit.
Well, and
like,
it Roid Rage or whatever.
And
Yeah,
like the higher difficulties, it basically he was useless.
Yeah.
So,
the Psycho in the second one was
Creed?
done a lot better. Oh yeah, that's how I beat it with.
Yeah, like even the second one, I only ever played as the Siren. I played as the Necromancer too.
Yeah.
But that was it. Like, I didn't really care for any of the other characters. Pre-sequel was kind of the same way. I played as the Baroness, and I played as the Gunslinger.
Yeah, Baroness was broken. Just everything freezes. You're done.
Oh yeah, she was awesome.
Especially because when she kills, it jumps to the next person, and you can increase the time. And
Yeah, so it's like, this is the first one where it's like, I actually want to play through with every character.
Yeah.
Because they're all awesome. Like, they all
say,
seem really viable and really fun.
As soon as I beat it with Flak, I switched over to started playing as Zane.
Yeah.
So I hit 50 with my Flak, and then I jumped over.
And even Zane's abilities look really awesome.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that
Trying him
decoy
out.
thing you do.
The Digiclone,
Yeah,
Well, you
that's
can
a cool
switch
idea.
between, which is kind of cool. So
And-
you could just throw them in the middle, run somewhere, or like flank them, and then just switch back, and then it just replaces them and goes back.
Yeah.
And there are like skills, so every time you do that, like he gets a cryo novo, or he can drop grenades, and
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten to that yet. So.
But like, yeah, Zane being able to sacrifice his grenades to be able to have another skill instead.
To be honest, I always forget I have grenades.
Well,
I don't use them
we all.
enough.
Well, I've got one grenade that I can use that
Well, I
takes
can't-
down bosses in a couple
Yeah,
of
you
seconds.
can't even use it with Zane because you can put like 2 abilities instead.
Well, or
of
you can
that.
choose just
And then
one.
the Sentinel. Oh, you can use that, but the Sentinel, I think one of the.
It drops grenades.
You can drop
based
grenades,
on
so
your
whatever
grenade
you have
mod.
equipped, it drops that.
Yeah.
Because
But,
with Amara, when you get one of her abilities just shoots that astral projection, it feels like a grenade. Especially because one of the builds is you can hit somebody with it and then it shoots off shrapnel that'll home in on people. So
Oh.
it's like a homing grenade.
She's got a bunch of like element
And-
damage, and she shoots off elemental homing projectiles.
Her ability recharge is so insanely fast. Like, it's within, I think I have it down to like 8 or 9 seconds. I get the ability back.
Oh wow.
It's so quick to get her ability that you kind of really don't even need grenades.
Right.
Like I said, I forget I have them.
Yeah.
Well, here's a question for you. With the DLC coming up later on in the year, who do you want them to make as possibly extra characters? Because they always seem to do it.
They've actually talked about that with this one. They don't know if they're doing DLC characters.
Really?
Or if they're just going to expand skill trees for the characters that exist.
It's like adding a 4th tree or adding more.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so they don't know what direction. Well, they probably know what direction they're going. They
They're
just
not
haven't
gonna say
said.
it. Yeah.
But I mean, the DLC characters have tended to go over well.
Well, we were saying the Necromancer and the Psycho.
Well,
were
like
actually
Krieg
really
was actually
good.
intended for the base game. His skill tree
Really?
was intended for the base game, but they didn't think anyone would play a melee-based character in
because
a game.
everybody didn't play Brick.
Well, because no, not just that. Because you're playing a game with a billion different guns. Why would you want to play melee?
Again,
So
why
like,
would they have put Brick in the first one if that was the idea?
Yeah.
well, they also the first game they did not expect it to sell the way it did.
That's true.
Got to remember, it was a complete shot in the dark when it released.
Yeah.
So
I mean, essentially, it was Diablo first person with guns.
yeah,
It was pretty much,
Yeah.
for all intents and purposes, it was the first of its kind.
that's why
Oh, yeah.
that's why they say
Oh,
this is
definitely.
the return of the looter shooter king. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like yeah, Krieg was designed, and then they pulled him out to put someone else in because they weren't sure if anyone would play that skill tree.
Probably the Gunzerker.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Because, I mean, really,
It's
they're
basically
like,
the same
we're
thing.
going from melee to literally all guns.
Yes.
Yeah. So
He was another one I never played.
he was interesting. I could take when I had mine built up, I could take down the what was it? Is it Terramorph? No. Is it Terramorph? Yeah, it was Terramorphous the Invincible, the raid boss.
Oh, yeah.
I could go in there with the Gunzerker and down him in like 3 seconds.
Jesus.
On my own.
Not being cheap like when you tried to kill Cromarax in the first one.
No, I
When you
literally
just sat in the corner to avoid all of his goo.
I literally run in there with him, have his action skill like fully charged. You go in there with what is it, like 2 conference calls and the shield called the Bee.
Mm.
Well, because before they patched it, the Bee was like it was one of those charge shields where the first shot reduces your shield so
So it
much,
was an amp shot shield. Yeah.
but it applied to every pellet of the gun.
So,
And
okay.
conference call shot forward and a side shot.
Yeah.
So you got like 10 or 15 pellets, and it got a boost to every single one of them.
Oh, goodness.
So
Yeah.
while you're gunzerking, you're just like shooting constantly. He comes up and then just goes right back down dead. You're like, okay, the fight's over. There's my mod and like the legendary
There's my
mod
trophy.
and yeah. So it's
Yeah, I never even.
Greatest Ray fight. 3 seconds later, what?
I mean, sadly, I've never beaten the first Borderlands.
that's from 2.
I know that one is, but I've never played through the entire first one.
See,
I've just
played through-
recently beat 2
Right.
to prepare for the third.
Right.
So like when you were talking about the siren in the first one, I had no idea who you were talking about.
Oh.
Like the bad guy. I didn't even know there was a villain. in the
Commandant
first one.
Steel?
Yeah, I had no idea who that even was.
Yeah.
I was like, who?
Actually, did you play pre-sequel?
Partially.
Do you
I didn't
remember
get very far.
when you're on? It's at the beginning. There's that chick in the mech suit.
Yes.
Yes.
That's Commandant Steel.
Oh,
She's
okay.
a siren. Well,
Is she
was until she died.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
Because then I remember they showed that alien thing with her. But,
yeah, that was one of the Guardians.
Okay.
That's one of the. You actually fight a bunch of those in 3. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's cool. I'm really looking forward to playing more of 3.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe at some point in the future I'll go try and force myself to play through the first one. As hard as that would be.
I don't know if I could even go back. Like I've
It's
tried
It's tough.
with when Handsome Jack Collection came out because I got the remaster to the first one with it.
That's what I ended up buying.
And like I tried going back to the first one, and I'm like, I just can't do it anymore. Like,
It looks pretty, but you can still tell it was a PS3 game.
yeah,
Like,
it
just
has
how rough
like the
it was
mechanics
back
have
in the
not
day.
aged very well.
Yeah, mechanics, the graphics look great. And
That's the
everything
thing, and
looks
that's-
nice, and them upgrading that to the 60 frames and making it look nice.
That's one
But
thing
you
I will
can-
say with this franchise is like
Yeah.
this art style. It's a lot like the pixel style. It does not age the way like full 3D
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
does.
It doesn't age like
And even
polygons
the
and
art
shit
style
used
for
to.
3 works so damn well now.
Yeah, it really does.
And not only that, like as far as like if you've seen stuff like cosplayers, like they actually will do their makeup and everything like the game,
Well,
and it looks so damn realistic. You think you're looking at the game? No, that's an actual person.
That's the one thing I will
looks
say I like
amazing.
about what Gearbox did is after they revealed the characters, they were like, so, we know we have a massive cosplay community that does our characters. Here's a bunch of reference sheets for every character.
Oh yeah.
So they released like it's a front view, back view, side views, like all this detailed like art breakdown so cosplayers could recreate these characters.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It looks amazing.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a great series. I personally love it, and I'm not a huge like
Shooter.
shooter
you
person
hate
by
them.
any. I'm not good at them.
You can't hit the broadside of the barn half
I'm
the
not
time.
Even if the broadside of the barn was there,
But
stormtrooper training.
even this game, I feel is like this series has always been fun. The
Yeah.
humor kind of gets old after a while, but it's still funny.
Yeah.
Like I know that was one of the big rips for this game was the fact that it's still one note and all that shit. And I'm like, to be honest, I don't feel that way.
That one
about
note,
this.
it goes for days. I'm
Like,
sorry to say.
Honestly, because if that one note was like one of those things where, okay, yeah, it's stale, it's done, South Park wouldn't exist anymore.
No.
Simpsons wouldn't exist anymore.
Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Because they all have that thing where they find that, like, the niche they fit into, and that's the humor they do.
Archer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Archer's a great
and all
example,
the stuff
too.
they've done with that.
Archer,
now, too.
literally, like, with the exception of, like, the central plot of each episode being slightly different, every episode is quite literally the same.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like, okay. But, I mean, people like it. I mean, I know people have had their complaints about this one.
They complain about everything. It doesn't matter.
I've had some, like, technical issues with this one.
Yes.
Yeah, I have too.
Like, last night, we got to Sanctuary 3 as a bunch of new characters. We fixed the low grav situation, and for some reason, my character went back to low grav and started floating. I jumped and I was just floating everywhere, so that was kind of fun.
Yeah, there's a couple of weird glitches that seem to happen. The snapping of the map for some reason it'll
They're trying to.
no
fix
matter
that
where
now.
you are,
Yeah.
for some reason you move the stick, it'll snap to a waypoint
Although-
instead of just allowing you
Something
to free float.
that's worse than that. I've had it where like my character was here, my like vehicle was here, and then like one of the fast travel points was here, and I tried to select it on the menu, but because my vehicle was in the way, every time the cursor would go to it, it would just stop at the vehicle. So like I tried to click over the
Yeah,
thing
I
and it would
see
just
what you're
stop,
saying.
and I'd be like, "What's going on?" And I didn't realize what was going on until I was like, "Oh, My car's in the way. I have to manually move
Oh,
this.
Jesus.
So
Yeah, there's a couple of issues here and there, but I feel like it's easy enough.
It's not Bethesda.
I was like, to be honest, I've not run
It's
into
not
anything,
that.
even with like the glitches with the Guardian ranks that I've had. I've not run into anything that's game breaking.
No.
Right.
No. It's just like little thing. I had one where the caption for some reason didn't go on to the next segment of what they were saying.
No.
It just stood onto one segment and that was it throughout the whole conversation. I was like, all right.
Or this last night when we were
Great
playing,
testing,
like
great testing.
we all were different characters and everyone was talking as Zane for some reason.
Because I'm the man. That's
It was a
why.
little bizarre, but they did. I think they did this game justice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they'll fix the problems and it'll be where it needs to be.
Well, and then like there's 2 free updates coming and DLC at the end of this year.
Yeah.
Can't wait for it.
So I mean, I'm hoping they're gonna do another Dr. Ned fucking zombie apocalypse one.
And by the
'Cause
time
that
the first DLC comes out, you'll
Did
probably
you
have all
ever? Oh,
characters
you didn't
done.
play the DLC.
I did do the Dr. Zed thing.
That
Did you?
was like it's what is it? It's like what is it? Totally not Dr. Ned or whatever.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It says
Totally
that
not
on his,
Dr.
and he
Zed,
just
yeah.
crossed it off
Yeah.
and rewrote it. I'm like, that's awesome. He drew a little mustache on his mask. I was
I
like,
did really, even though I know in Borderlands 2, their DLC wasn't done by them.
yeah.
It was done by other companies. I really did enjoy the Tiny Tina one.
Yes,
Like
the Dragon
the
Keep.
bunkers
I
and
know.
the
Actually, that one's
Bunkers
the
and
one.
badasses.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the only one that was done by them.
Really?
The other ones were
That
done by
explains it.
Beanox.
That makes sense. Because I really... Tiny
The-
Tina was one of my favorite
The
characters.
Torg one was nothing but just circles of slaughter over and over and over.
Yeah, it
Got
was like the
boring.
Underdome.
Yeah.
Um,
I want them to do that again. I love the
Yeah.
Underdome.
Well, I mean,
stuff.
they already have there are 3 circles of slaughter in the game,
Okay.
as well as 6 trials of the Iridians. So they have those in game.
Trials of
already.
the Iridian at the end, or
Yeah,
the post-game stuff.
Yeah, the circles of slaughter you can do throughout the game, and then I
Yeah.
should have done them during the game because now everything in them is level 50 and kicking my ass. So
Well, what's cool-
I was trying to invite you the one time.
you know what's funny? So I was talking with him about that. You sent me the end request, so I thought it was the game saying another fucking company emailed me. So I just ignored it because I had my headphones on. I was just like, oh, more weapons. I'll get those later. And then when I went in my mail, it's like Adam sent you a request. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I got through like the first 2 rounds, the Cistern of Slaughter, and then the guys freaking left. I'm like, we're doing good. What the hell?
See, I like the fact that you can, with multiplayer, you don't necessarily have to play the campaign. If you and some friends just have some time to kill, you can do, what is it, skirmish or something, where it's like a small, like, is it I would assume it's procedurally generated,
No, I
like
think
a
it's-
dungeon, and
Well,
then there's
that's
a
the,
boss at
the
the end.
Proving Grounds, right?
I think so? I thought there was like another smaller
Well,
one.
they have one you can do like just the story stuff, and then
Yeah.
then you can do the slaughter maps,
Yeah.
and then I think it's the Proving Grounds.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
is
Proving
it?
Grounds-
That's the kind of procedurally generated.
No,
or
I
is it
think
not?
I think they're set, but basically what it is you are told the Guardians are basically like, okay, run these maps. The faster you do it, the better the loot you get at the end.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
So like
and I know, so it's essentially like a dungeon, or it's like the
it's the greater rifts from Diablo kind
That's
of.
Yes.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
But they're not
Yeah.
randomly generated. They are set maps, but I think the enemies are random.
Or the enemies aren't the.
We'll have to try that tonight.
Yeah.
You have to beat the game.
Do you?
I think so because you
We'll
have
have
to
to
have,
try that like a month
We'll
from
try
now.
that theory.
We'll
I think
try
you have
it
to have
out.
the ability to read the Iridian writing to get the
Oh.
side quests.
Is
So you
that
have
what
to.
it is? Okay.
Because it still allows me to do it. Like I've gotten into it before.
Really?
Oh, have you?
I think
Well,
so.
I think
Maybe
if
I'm-
someone else
maybe
is
I'm-
hosting, you might be able to join them doing
Hmm.
it. So if I host, we might be able to have you jump characters in.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
So
Yeah, we'll see.
But anyway, that'll do it for this unboxing, as well as our thoughts on the game.
Yeah.
So, if you guys like it, if you guys don't like it, hit us up on Facebook.
hit us up on Twitter.
Go to PowerTripGaming.tv. It takes you right to the channel where you can watch all of our other videos. Watch our other unboxing videos. We did Darksiders 3, Marvel
Spider-Man.
vs. Spooderman.
The Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
We did do Spider-Man. I forgot about
yeah.
that.
Of course, because I was really excited for that game.
Whew.
And that
Yeah.
game was amazing.
Yes.
Marvel vs. Capcom Ultimate, Infinite.
Ugh.
Whatever the fuck.
We don't like that game.
It was okay.
No, it's not.
I think I've only got 2 ones that we didn't do on the channel. One was for Call of Duty, and then one was for.
Who cares about Call of
Cry-
Duty?
To be honest, I bought it for the box.
There you go.
Because it came with a box similar to this of like, it's a skulls and like flesh box. I was like, okay, I want that.
Ooh.
It looks really cool.
Gross.
And then my Assassin's Creed Odyssey one. We can do
Yeah.
that.
But there you go. If you're so inclined, check out the Power Trip Gaming Powercast on iTunes or Stitcher. Listen to the Borderlands 3 boycott episode where we talked about that ridiculous hashtag of boycotting Borderlands 3.
Yeah, the hell with them.
That was weird. But that was a good episode.
Yeah. All of our
What
episodes
the
are
hell with
good.
them?
All of our episodes are pretty good.
I mean, granted, we are very opinionated, and this guy was wrong in the last episode.
Some of us more than others. But yeah, that'll do it.
So,
We'll see you guys next time. Next time on Power Trip.
well, we'll unbox some. No, we can't unbox anything better. So, I don't know what to
No,
tell
this is
you.
the best.
We might actually play something. We could try
Good.
playing a game.
I wouldn't mind capturing some footage from this one playing. That'd be kind of fun.
It would
Watch
be
how
fun.
badly we play.
Oh, we're terrible.
I mean, just this guy.
Oh yeah, just him. We're fine. Us two, we're
I
good.
mean, like I said, I already beat the game, so we're good.
I have a life, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
I have a kid.
I do too. He's 50 pounds and he sheds everywhere.
My kid beat Breath of the Wild before my wife did.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Holds that over her head now.
That's sad.
All right.
Love that kid.
Peace out, guys.